Good morning, this is Materials Design for Virtual Environments, presented by Juliet Montoya. The tutor is Christian Quintero, the group number 11, and today is May 16, 2017. For this activity, the teacher's name is Juliet Montoya, that is me. The course is basic. The topic is the simple past, and the lesson objectives talk about your last vacation. First, we have the warm-up. That is one of the most important activities to start the class and get the students engaged into the activities. In this case, this warm-up is to get students or to know what previous knowledge they have about the verbs in past. First, have them imagine that they are on vacation. Ask them to take pictures doing different activities in pairs with their cell phones. When ready, ask them to stand up and get together with a group so that they will show each other their pictures and describe the activities imagining they were on vacation and telling each other about their last vacation. Have them switch with other pairs and continue describing their vacations. Then we have the presentation. With the previous activities from the warm-up, I'll ask them to write them down on the board. Have them try to say them in past. If not, I'll give them any help. Then I'll ask them what is the difference between regular and irregular activities. Have them notice the difference with the examples on the board. Later, I'll explain that with regular verbs, there are three kinds of pronunciations. We'll go over the pronunciations and say the words together. And now, ask them which ones are the irregular verbs. They'll go to a web page that is espressoenglish.net. And we'll check the irregular verbs together, and also the web page has the pronunciation of the verbs. Finally, remind them that when it's negative, it's necessary to use didn't, and list some examples for them to notice the use. As you can see in the presentation, it's very important to get students to say what they know, their previous knowledge, so to also include them on the presentation stage. Then we have the practice stage. And the practice stage is a little bit simple. Just give them a copy in which they will fill in the blanks with the verbs in simple past. In here, they'll practice the difference between regular and irregular verbs. Then, as a class, we'll make corrections together, and they'll make any corrections to their classmates. To move on, we have the production stage. In the production stage, they'll get a worksheet in which they'll complete just the me part with their information about the last vacation. They'll answer the questions in complete sentences and remind them to use the verbs in past. With this information, they'll write a paragraph with their ideas. And finally, with this paragraph, you'll organize the students into lines back to back, and we will do a crazy dictation in which they'll dictate their vacations and the classmates will listen and write. This is a little difficult because they need to concentrate on their classmates and listen to just their classmates' information. At the end, have them get together and compare and make necessary corrections together. For these activities, I'll need internet connection, practice activity copies, and last vacation worksheet copies, and their cell phones. For the assessment, I'll organize them in groups with students that have visited the same place. Say that they will make a brochure about that place, showing the most important places to visit and the activities they did on that vacation. Say that they will present the brochure and present it to the class. Have them make questions to ask the class about the brochure. Finally, I'll give them feedback about their presentation and also make any corrections. For homework, they'll go to the following page. They'll do the exercises and they'll record the score and send them to my email. That's it for today. Thank you very much.